Alex Carter looked around the massive interstellar ship with wide eyes, feeling nervous yet excited. It was his first real job as an engineer, and he couldn't believe that his very first assignment was aboard an alien diplomatic vessel. He had dreamed of seeing aliens since he was a kid, but meeting them in person made him more anxious than he expected. He carried his toolbox, trying to look professional as he walked through the brightly lit corridors. Every hallway seemed to be glowing softly, filled with an energy that made him feel calm yet curious. Aliens of different shapes and colors passed him by, glancing briefly before continuing their conversations in languages he couldn't understand. Alex paused to check the small device in his hand that showed him where he needed to be. The screen blinked softly, pointing him towards the main control room. He took a deep breath, reminding himself to stay calm and polite. Humans were still new to interacting closely with alien species, and he wanted to leave a good impression. Entering the control room, Alex felt his heart speed up. Aliens worked busily at various stations, speaking quickly and quietly to each other. He stood near the door, unsure of what to do next. Just then, an alien assistant noticed him and approached. Her name badge read Lyra, and Alex quickly noted her graceful features and gentle eyes. "You must be the human engineer," Lyra said softly, her voice smooth and melodic. Alex swallowed nervously and nodded double quotes, "Yes, I'm Alex Carter. I'm here to fix the communication console." Lyra tilted her head slightly, her expression gentle but curious. "Follow me, please," she said, guiding him to a station near the center of the room. Alex followed closely, careful not to bump into anything or anyone. When they reached the console, Lyra gestured to the device. "This has been causing us trouble. It's important we have it fixed soon because we rely on it for communication with other ships." Her voice had a tone of urgency, making Alex determined to fix the problem quickly. He opened his toolbox and started checking the console. Lyra stood nearby, quietly watching him. Alex could feel her presence clearly, making him slightly more nervous than usual. He started opening the panels carefully, looking at the tangled wires and blinking lights within as Alex worked. He stole small glances at Lyra. Her skin had a soft, pale hue, and her eyes shone with intelligence and curiosity. Feeling his face getting warm, Alex tried to focus on his task, tracing the connections and wires carefully. After a few moments, he found the issue. A loose cable had come disconnected. "I found the problem," Alex said, feeling relieved. He showed Lyra the disconnected wire. "It was just this. Easy fix." Lyra smiled gently, her eyes brightening. "You are quick, Alex Carter." Feeling suddenly more confident, Alex reconnected the wire and tested the console. Immediately, the lights brightened, and the machine began humming softly. "It should be working perfectly now," Alex said with a proud smile. Lyra moved closer to check the console, her movements graceful and gentle. "Thank you. You have helped us greatly." Alex felt a sudden urge to compliment her kindness. Without thinking, he said quietly, "You're sweet." "What?" Lyra replied sharply, turning to him with surprise in her eyes. Alex immediately panicked, realizing how strange his words might have sounded. "I just said you're sweet," he repeated quietly, feeling his cheeks turning red. "I mean, you've been very kind." Lyra stood still for a moment, her face suddenly changing to a bright red hue, matching Alex's embarrassment. She looked away briefly, clearly flustered. "Oh, thank you, Alex," she said softly, her voice barely above a whisper. Feeling awkward, Alex quickly began packing his tools, trying to hide his own embarrassment. He glanced back at Lyra, who was now carefully watching the console, pretending to focus deeply on his operation. As Alex stood up to leave, Lyra turned back to him. Her eyes held a gentle warmth, despite the blush still visible on her cheeks. "Will you come again if we need your help?" Lyra asked shyly. "Yes, of course," Alex replied immediately, feeling a warmth spreading through his chest. "I'd be happy to help," Lyra smiled softly, nodding. "Good. I look forward to your next visit." Alex nodded awkwardly, his heart beating quickly as he left the control room. Walking back through the corridors, he replayed the interaction over and over in his mind, trying to figure out if he had made a fool of himself or not. Yet despite the embarrassment, he found himself smiling. Back in his quarters, Alex sat down, still thinking about Lyra's reaction. It was clear he had surprised her, but she hadn't seemed upset, just shy and flustered. The thought made Alex feel happy in a way he hadn't expected. He laid back on his bed, staring at the ceiling. He knew he would see her again soon, and the idea made him excited and anxious at the same time. As he drifted off to sleep, his mind stayed fixed on the gentle alien who had turned bright red at his compliment. The next morning, Alex woke up early, feeling rested and ready for another busy day. As he got dressed, his mind drifted back to Lyra, the gentle alien assistant he had met the day before. The memory of her bright blush made him smile softly. To himself, he shook his head, determined to focus on work rather than personal thoughts. After a quick breakfast, Alex checked his schedule on the small handheld device. He was surprised and pleased to see that his tasks for the day included checking more equipment in the control room. He knew this meant he might see Lyra again. The thought filled him with both excitement and nervousness. Walking back through the glowing hallways, Alex noticed more aliens moving around. They all seemed busy with important tasks, speaking softly to each other. Alex smiled politely at those who looked his way, eager to show friendliness and respect. Entering the control room again, Alex's heart jumped slightly. He saw Lyra standing by the communication console, already busy at work. She looked up and saw him immediately, offering a shy smile. Her cheeks darkened slightly, recalling their interaction from the day before. "Good morning, Alex," Lyra greeted him softly, her voice calm and pleasant. "We seem to need your help again." Alex walked over, smiling warmly. "Good morning, Lyra. What seems to be the trouble?" She pointed to another console near her own. "The navigation system is behaving oddly. It keeps showing wrong coordinates. We rely heavily on this system, so it's very important we fix it quickly." Alex nodded confidently. "Let me take a look." As he worked, Lyra remained close, her presence comforting yet distracting. Alex found himself glancing at her occasionally, noting the way she carefully observed his movements. Her attention made his heart beat a little faster. "You work quickly," Lyra observed, her voice soft and appreciative. "Thank you," Alex replied, feeling a warmth rise to his cheeks. "I try my best." There was a quiet pause between them, filled only by the gentle hum of the machinery around them. Alex cleared his throat, breaking the silence. "Do you like working here?" he asked softly, genuinely curious. Lyra tilted her head thoughtfully. "Yes, it is rewarding, but sometimes challenging. Meeting species from across the galaxy means always learning new things." Alex nodded thoughtfully. "It must be fascinating. I've always dreamed of meeting aliens since I was a kid." "It still feels unreal," Lyra smiled, clearly pleased. "We feel the same curiosity towards humans. Your species is still new to interstellar relations. Everyone watches closely to learn about you." Alex laughed softly, feeling slightly nervous. "I hope we're making a good impression." "You certainly are," Lyra replied, her cheeks flushing softly again. Alex paused, looking directly into her eyes. "I enjoyed talking to you yesterday," he admitted quietly. Lyra's face brightened, noticeably her voice becoming softer. "I enjoyed it too. It's rare to speak openly with someone from another species. Most interactions here are purely professional." The moment was gently interrupted by a flashing red warning light on the console. Alex immediately refocused. "Checking the screen. Looks like a deeper issue than I thought," he said, frowning slightly. "It might take me a bit longer to fix," Lyra nodded seriously. "Take whatever time you need. I will assist you in any way I can." Together, they worked diligently. Lyra carefully handed Alex tools when needed, her gentle fingers brushing his occasionally. Each brief touch sent a pleasant warmth through Alex. The more they worked together, the more comfortable he felt around her. After a while, Alex stepped back and took a deep breath, looking satisfied. That should do it. The coordinates are correct now. Lyra checked the console, smiling warmly. You've done it again. You really are talented. Feeling suddenly bold, Alex smiled teasingly. And sweet, right? Lyra looked up quickly, her blush returning even stronger this time. She laughed softly, clearly shy but pleased. Yes, Alex, you are sweet. They both laughed quietly, sharing the warmth of the moment. As they finished tidying up, Lyra glanced at Alex thoughtfully. There is a communal gathering later this evening. Would you like to join us? It might help you understand our culture better. Alex felt a rush of excitement and nodded eagerly. I'd love to. Thank you for inviting me. Lyra smiled gently, her eyes bright with anticipation. I'm glad you accepted. It will be good to spend more time together. As Alex left the control room, his mind buzzed with excitement. He had been invited to an event where he could learn more about Lyra's culture and spend more time with her. The thought filled him with happiness. Returning to his quarters, Alex prepared carefully, choosing appropriate clothing to show respect for the gathering. His mind replayed every word and smile shared with Lyra, making him eager for the evening to come. That evening, Alex arrived early at the gathering area, noticing many aliens from different species already there. He quickly spotted Lyra, who smiled warmly when she saw him. Alex, I'm glad you came, she said softly, stepping closer. Thank you again for inviting me, Alex replied warmly. I'm eager to learn more. Together, they moved among the crowd, Lyra gently explaining various customs and traditions. Alex listened closely, amazed by the depth and variety of alien cultures around him. Throughout the evening, Alex and Lyra stayed close, speaking comfortably and openly. Their easy conversation drew curious looks from other attendees, but neither minded. It felt natural and right to be in each other's company. When the evening ended, Lyra walked Alex back to his quarters. Standing by his door, she looked shyly into his eyes. Thank you for joining me tonight, Alex. I enjoyed our time together greatly. Me too, Lyra, Alex replied softly, feeling warm and happy. I hope we can spend more time together. Soon. Lyra nodded gently, her smile soft and genuine. I would like that very much. They said goodnight, and as Alex entered his quarters, he knew deep in his heart that he had found something special with Lyra, something he hoped would continue to grow. The next day, Alex awoke feeling refreshed and happy. Memories of the previous evening with Lyra lingered warmly in his mind, bringing a smile to his face. He quickly got ready, eager to start the day, hoping it would include seeing Lyra again. Checking his schedule, Alex felt slightly disappointed to find tasks in a different part of the ship. Though important, they meant he would not see Lyra immediately. He tried to stay positive, reminding himself that work was still his priority, his first. Job of the day was fixing a minor energy leak near the engine room. It was important work, but less exciting without Lyra's company. Alex took his toolbox and walked briskly through the ship's halls, nodding politely at passing crew members and diplomats. When he reached the engine room, he noticed another engineer, a human named Emma, already working. Emma smiled warmly when she saw Alex approach. Good morning, Alex, Emma greeted cheerfully. Ready to get this leak fixed? Alex smiled back. Definitely. Let's get started. Together, they worked quickly, identifying and repairing the leak within a short time. Emma noticed Alex seemed distracted, glancing at his watch repeatedly. Something on your mind? Emma asked gently, tightening a loose bolt. Alex hesitated slightly, then nodded. I met someone interesting here, an alien named Lyra. She's really nice, and I hope to see her today. Emma smiled knowingly. It sounds like you made a friend, or maybe even more. Alex laughed softly, feeling slightly embarrassed. Maybe. She invited me to a cultural event last night. We talked for hours. It felt great. Emma nodded, clearly pleased for him. That's wonderful, Alex. Meeting new people from different species is one of the best parts of working on this ship. I hope you see her soon. After finishing their task, Alex thanked Emma and quickly headed to the ship's dining area for lunch. He felt hopeful he might run into Lyra there, as many crew members and diplomats gathered to eat and relax. The dining area buzzed with activity. Aliens and humans sat together, sharing meals and conversations. Alex scanned the room, hoping to spot Lyra. His heart lifted as he finally saw her sitting alone at a table, quietly eating her meal. Feeling a little nervous but determined, Alex approached her table. Lyra looked up, surprised at first, but then smiling warmly when she saw it was Alex. "Alex, please join me," she said, her voice filled with genuine happiness. He sat down across from her, feeling at ease immediately. "I was hoping to see you today." Lyra's cheeks flushed gently. "I hope to see you too. Did you have a good morning?" "Yes, busy but good." "I was helping fix an energy leak," Alex replied, feeling comfortable talking with her. Lyra nodded with interest. "Your skills must be very valued here. Everyone speaks highly of your work." Alex felt pleased by her praise. "I'm glad I can help. But spending time with you has made my experience even better." Lyra's blush deepened, and she looked shyly at her plate. "I feel the same, Alex. I've learned a lot about humans through you." "I'm glad," Alex replied sincerely. "I've learned a lot about your people, too. Your culture is fascinating." Lyra looked thoughtful for a moment. "Would you like to know more?" "My duties today involve cataloging items from my planet. Perhaps you could help me. It would give you a chance to learn more about us." Alex eagerly agreed. "I'd love to help you." After lunch, Alex followed Lyra to a large storage room filled with items from her home planet. Alex marveled at the beautiful objects, from colorful fabrics to unique sculptures. Lyra carefully showed each item, explaining its history and cultural significance. Alex listened closely, fascinated by every detail. They laughed often, enjoying each other's company. As they worked together. As they sorted items, Alex noticed a small, delicate necklace in Lyra's hand. "That's beautiful. What does it mean?" Lyra gently held the necklace, smiling softly. "It's a symbol of deep friendship and trust in my culture. It is often given to someone who has earned respect and affection." Alex admired it quietly, feeling its meaning deeply. He looked into Lyra's eyes. "It suits you perfectly." Lyra blushed again, smiling shyly. "Thank you, Alex. Your words always make me feel special." "You are special," Alex replied quietly, surprising himself with his boldness. Lyra looked up at him, eyes soft and gentle. "You are special too, Alex. I'm glad we met." The room felt warmer, filled with comfortable silence as they continued working side by side. The hours passed quickly, and soon they finished cataloging all items. Standing together, Lyra looked at Alex gratefully. "Thank you for helping me. This would have taken much longer alone." "It was my pleasure," Alex said warmly. "Spending time with you made it feel like no work at all." Lyra's cheeks turned an even deeper shade, but she met his eyes steadily. "Alex, my people are hosting another gathering tomorrow evening. It's a special event, one where friendships are formally recognized. Would you accompany me?" Alex felt his heart leap with joy. "I would love to go with you, Lyra." She smiled happily, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "I'm so pleased. Tomorrow will be special because of your presence." As they walked back towards Alex's quarters, they shared easy conversation and laughter. Lyra explained more about the upcoming event, making Alex feel welcomed and valued. When they reached his quarters, Lyra paused, her expression gentle yet shy. "Thank you again for today, Alex. Your kindness means so much to me." "I'm grateful for our friendship too, Lyra," Alex replied sincerely. "You've made my time here unforgettable." Lyra smiled softly, nodding gently. "Good night, Alex. I look forward to tomorrow." Good night, Lyra, Alex responded warmly, watching her walk away. Entering his quarters, Alex felt his happiness overflow. He knew tomorrow's event would deepen their connection even further, and he couldn't wait to experience it alongside Lyra. The next day, Alex spent his morning completing minor repairs and ensuring all ship systems were functioning smoothly. Despite staying busy, his mind kept drifting to thoughts of the special gathering he was attending with Lyra that evening. His excitement grew with each passing hour. When his work finished, Alex carefully prepared himself for the event. He dressed neatly, choosing an outfit he hoped would be suitable for the occasion. Looking at his reflection, he smiled nervously. Tonight felt important, and he wanted everything to be perfect. As evening approached, Alex walked through the softly lit corridors toward the gathering hall. The gentle lighting and soothing hum of the ship's engines created a peaceful atmosphere, calming his nervous energy. Arriving at the large, beautifully decorated hall, Alex saw many aliens gathered, talking quietly and enjoying refreshments. Lyra stood near the entrance, speaking with another diplomat. Her gentle presence and graceful movements drew Alex's attention immediately. As he approached, Lyra turned, noticing him and offering a warm, welcoming smile. "Alex, you're here," Lyra said happily, stepping forward. "I'm glad you made it." "I wouldn't miss it," Alex replied, feeling warmth in his chest. "Everything looks amazing." Lyra nodded, smiling shyly. "This gathering is very special. It celebrates friendships and alliances between species. Your presence here means a lot." Together, they joined the crowd, mingling with others. Lyra introduced Alex to many diplomats and crew members, all curious to meet the human who had become her friend. Alex greeted each one warmly, enjoying the chance to learn about different cultures and traditions. After a while, a gentle chime echoed through the hall, signaling the start of a formal ceremony. Everyone gathered quietly as a respected diplomat stepped forward, beginning to speak softly yet clearly. "We gather tonight to celebrate the bonds we form across the stars. Each friendship is unique and valuable. Tonight, we honor these connections and hope they grow stronger." As the diplomat continued speaking, Alex noticed Lyra standing closer to him, her eyes shining with emotion. He felt deeply touched by the sentiment of the words. After the speech, diplomats began presenting small symbolic gifts to each other, celebrating their alliances and friendships. Alex watched quietly, fascinated by the genuine warmth and respect shown among such diverse species. Suddenly, Lyra gently took Alex's hand, guiding him forward. His heart raced with surprise, yet he trusted her fully. Standing together, facing the gathered crowd, Lyra smiled softly, her voice clear and gentle. "I would like to present Alex Carter, my human friend. His kindness and respect have shown me the true meaning of friendship." She carefully lifted a small box, opening it to reveal a necklace, the same delicate piece Alex had admired the day before. Lyra turned to him, her eyes sincere and gentle. "Alex, this necklace symbolizes trust, respect, and friendship in my culture. I give it to you as a sign of the bond we share." Alex felt deeply moved, accepting the necklace gently. "Thank you, Lyra. This means more to me than I can express. Your friendship is special to me, too." They smiled warmly at each other, the crowd quietly applauding their moment. Lyra carefully placed the necklace around Alex's neck, her hands gentle. As she stepped back, Alex felt the warmth of the bond they shared filling his heart. The rest of the evening passed pleasantly, filled with conversation and laughter. Alex and Lyra remained close, enjoying each other's company and the joyful atmosphere. Alex's new necklace drew curious looks, becoming a pleasant topic of conversation. As the gathering wound down, Lyra walked Alex back to his quarters again. They moved slowly, savoring the peaceful quiet after the lively event. Lyra glanced at Alex, her eyes reflecting happiness and gratitude. "Thank you for accepting the necklace, Alex," she said softly. "It truly represents how I feel about our friendship." Alex smiled warmly, touching the necklace lightly. I will cherish it always. It's a reminder of how special our connection is. Lyra paused slightly, looking hesitant but determined. I want to ask you something important, Alex. Humans and my people rarely form close bonds like ours. Does it worry you? Alex shook his head, his voice sincere and gentle. Not at all. Meeting you has been one of the best things about being here. I feel lucky that we become friends. Lyra's face brightened, her cheeks flushing gently. That means so much to me, Alex. Sometimes I fear others won't understand, but you give me confidence. Alex stopped walking, turning to face her fully. Your feelings matter greatly to me, Lyra. Whatever challenges come, we'll face them together. Lyra smiled softly, her eyes filled with warmth. Yes, together. Reaching Alex's quarters, they stopped, lingering quietly in each other's company. Lyra's gentle expression held warmth and appreciation. Good night. Alex, she said quietly. Thank you again for being here tonight. Good night, Lyra, Alex replied warmly. Thank you for everything. Tonight was unforgettable. Lyra nodded gently, her smile genuine and soft. As she walked away, Alex entered his quarters, feeling deeply happy and hopeful. Settling into bed, Alex reflected on the evening, touching the necklace thoughtfully. Lyra's friendship had quickly become important to him. He knew challenges might come, but he felt ready to face them. Strengthened by the trust and connection they had built, Alex closed his eyes, smiling gently. He felt deeply grateful for the evening, knowing that the bond he shared with Lyra was special. With thoughts of their future friendship and adventures together, he drifted peacefully into sleep. The next morning, Alex woke up feeling cheerful and energized. The gentle hum of the spaceship around him seemed softer, more comforting today. As he prepared for his tasks, his thoughts remained on Lyra and the wonderful evening they had shared. The necklace Lyra had given him still rested gently around his neck, reminding him of her kindness and the strong friendship they were building. Alex checked his schedule and saw he had maintenance tasks to complete near the observation deck. He enjoyed this area of the ship, as it provided a clear view of the stars and planets they passed. As he walked toward his destination, he wondered if Lyra would have time to join him again today. Upon arriving at the observation deck, Alex noticed a few diplomats gathered near the large windows, quietly discussing something that seemed important. He nodded politely and moved to a nearby console to begin his work. He quickly became absorbed in his task, making sure each system was functioning correctly. After a short time, he heard familiar soft footsteps approaching. He turned, feeling warmth spread through him as he saw Lyra smiling softly at him. Good morning, Alex, Lyra greeted warmly. I hoped I would find you here. Good morning, Lyra, Alex responded, smiling brightly. I'm happy to see you. How are you today? Lyra nodded gently, her eyes sparkling. I am well. I wanted to see how you are. Yesterday was important for both of us. Alex touched the necklace softly, smiling at her. It was very special to me. I'm proud to wear your gift. Lyra's eyes brightened with happiness. It suits you, Alex. You wear it with honor. Together, they walked to the window, looking out at the stars stretching endlessly before them. Alex felt a peaceful calmness being with Lyra, standing quietly together. Do you miss your home? Lyra asked gently after a quiet moment, turning to face him. Alex considered the question, nodding slowly. Sometimes, yes. But being here, exploring space, meeting wonderful beings like you, makes it worth it. Lyra smiled softly, looking touched by his words. You have made my experience here better too. Meeting humans, especially you, has opened my eyes to new possibilities. As they talked, a sudden alert sounded from Alex's console, breaking their quiet moment. Alex quickly moved to check the problem, finding an unexpected system malfunction. What happened? Lyra asked, sounding concerned as she stood close by his side. A minor malfunction, Alex replied calmly. Nothing serious, but it needs immediate attention. Alex worked quickly, his fingers moving confidently across the controls. Lyra watched with quiet admiration, impressed by his skill and determination. Soon, he managed to fix the issue, breathing a sigh of relief. "Well done," Lyra praised gently. "Your quick thinking and skills save potential trouble." Alex smiled modestly. "It's part of the job. But having you here made it easier." Lyra looked down shyly, her cheeks flushing slightly. "I'm glad to help in any way I can." As they stood together, another diplomat approached, politely clearing his throat. Alex and Lyra turned to greet him, noticing his serious expression. "Lyra, the ambassador needs your presence," the diplomat said respectfully. "There's an important matter requiring immediate attention." Lyra nodded seriously, turning to Alex with a gentle smile. "I must go now, Alex. Thank you for the time together. I hope we can meet again soon." "Of course," Alex replied warmly. "Good luck. I'll be here if you need anything." Lyra smiled gratefully and followed the diplomat, quickly disappearing down the hallway. Alex watched her go, feeling slightly disappointed, but understanding the importance of her duties. The rest of the day passed quickly for Alex, busy with various tasks around the ship. Despite the distraction, his thoughts often returned to Lyra, wondering about her important meeting and hoping everything was going smoothly. Later that evening, Alex was working quietly in his quarters when a soft chime alerted him to a visitor at his door. Surprised, he opened the door to find Lyra standing there, looking slightly tired but smiling gently. "Hello, Alex," she said softly. "I hope I'm not interrupting you." "Not at all," Alex assured warmly, stepping back to invite her inside. "Please, come in." Lyra entered slowly, looking around his quarters with interest. Alex offered her a seat, sitting down nearby. "Is everything all right?" Alex asked carefully, noticing her quiet mood. Lyra sighed softly, nodding. "Yes, but today was challenging. We faced some diplomatic difficulties with another species. Resolving it took much effort." Alex listened carefully, concern filling his expression. "Is there anything I can do to help?" Lyra smiled softly, shaking her head gently. "Just being here with you helps me feel better." "Your presence is comforting." Alex felt warmth rise in his chest. "I'm always here for you, Lyra. You don't have to face these things alone." Lyra's eyes filled with gratitude and warmth. "Your kindness means so much, Alex. Thank you." They talked quietly about their day, sharing experiences and offering comfort and encouragement to each other. The gentle conversation eased Lyra's worries, bringing back her calm and gentle mood. After some time, Lyra stood slowly, looking more relaxed and peaceful. "Thank you again, Alex. You've helped me more than you know." "It's my pleasure," Alex replied warmly, walking her to the door. "Remember, you can always talk to me." Lyra nodded gently, her eyes soft and sincere. "I will. Good night, Alex." "Good night." "Lyra," Alex replied warmly, watching as she walked away with a gentle, graceful step. Returning to his seat, Alex felt contentment fill his heart. Their friendship had grown stronger, built on trust, kindness, and understanding. Alex knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, their connection would help them face it together. The next day, Alex woke up feeling refreshed and ready to face whatever challenges awaited him. He smiled softly, remembering Lyra's gentle visit the night before. Their friendship had deepened even further, giving him happiness and strength. Breakfast, Alex checked his schedule. He had several tasks around the ship, starting in the environmental control room. It was important work, as it ensured fresh air and comfortable temperatures for all aboard. Alex quickly gathered his tools and headed towards the control room. On his way, he passed several crew members, exchanging polite greetings. Each step made him feel more confident and focused. When he arrived, Alex found another engineer named Daniel already working at a console. Daniel greeted him warmly. "Good morning, Alex. Glad you're here. We've got some minor issues to fix today." "Good morning, Daniel," Alex responded cheerfully. "Let's get started." They worked together efficiently, checking various systems and making adjustments. Alex's thoughts wandered briefly to Lyra, hoping she was having a good day as well. After finishing their tasks, Daniel noticed the necklace Alex wore. "That necklace is interesting," Daniel said curiously. "Does it have a special meaning?" Alex smiled gently, touching the necklace lightly. "Yes, it's a symbol of friendship, given to me by an alien diplomat named Lyra." Daniel raised an eyebrow, smiling knowingly. "Friendship, huh? Sounds like it's becoming important to you." Alex laughed softly, feeling his cheeks flush. "Yes, it really is. She's a wonderful person." "I'm happy for you," Daniel said sincerely. "Having strong friendships aboard makes a huge difference." After finishing his work in the environmental control room, Alex moved on to his next tasks. His day filled with routine but necessary jobs. Throughout the day, his mind often returned to thoughts of Lyra, making him smile softly. In the late afternoon, Alex finally had a break. He decided to head to the ship's observation deck again, hoping for a quiet moment to relax. When he arrived, he was pleasantly surprised to see Lyra already there, quietly looking out at the stars. "Hello, Lyra," Alex said warmly. Approaching her gently, Lyra turned quickly, a bright smile appearing on her face. "Alex, it's wonderful to see you." Alex stood beside her, enjoying the quiet peace of space. "How has your day been?" Lyra sighed softly, but smiled. "Busy, as usual. But now that you're here, it feels much better." Alex felt warmth spread through his chest. "I feel the same. It's good to see you." They stood quietly, enjoying each other's company and the beautiful view. After a moment, Lyra spoke again, her voice gentle. "Alex, do you ever think about what happens when our mission ends?" she asked quietly. Alex paused, considering her question carefully. "Yes, sometimes. It worries me a bit, thinking about returning to my home and leaving all this behind." Lyra nodded slowly. "I think about it too. Returning to my planet and leaving the friendships I've made here feels difficult." Alex looked gently into her eyes. "Maybe it doesn't have to mean the end. Friendships like ours don't simply disappear." Lyra smiled softly, hopeful. "You're right. Our bond is special, and it won't fade easily." As they continued talking, the ship's captain approached them, looking serious but respectful. "Lyra." "Alex," he greeted politely. "There's an important diplomatic meeting scheduled tomorrow. Lyra, your presence is essential. Alex, we would like you to attend as well. Your friendship has become an example of successful human-alien interaction." Both Alex and Lyra exchanged surprised and pleased glances. "Thank you, Captain," Alex replied earnestly. "It would be an honor to attend." Lyra nodded eagerly. "Yes, thank you. We'll both be there." The captain smiled warmly. "Excellent. Your presence will help greatly." After the captain left, Lyra turned to Alex, excitement in her eyes. "This is wonderful, Alex. Our friendship is making a real difference." Alex felt pride and happiness. "Yes, and it means a lot to me too. Working with you tomorrow will be an honor." They spent the evening quietly preparing for the meeting, discussing various diplomatic customs and practices. Alex listened closely, eager to learn from Lyra's wisdom and experience. Late in the evening, Lyra gently touched Alex's hand, looking serious yet hopeful. "Alex, whatever happens tomorrow, I want you to know how much your friendship means. To me, you've changed my experience here, and I'm deeply grateful." Alex smiled warmly, squeezing her hand gently. "You've done the same for me, Lyra. Whatever challenges we face, we'll handle them together." Lyra nodded softly, her eyes filled with trust and confidence. Together. When Alex returned to his quarters that night, his heart felt calm and strong. The upcoming meeting held important responsibilities, but with Lyra by his side, he felt ready to face anything. As he drifted to sleep, Alex's thoughts were filled with warmth and optimism. The bond he and Lyra had formed was proving stronger every day. Tomorrow they would stand together, showing others the power and importance of their friendship.